moment has been a long time coming, my brother.
I agree, definitely.
I mean, we really should have linked a hot minute.
Yeah. I feel like we missed like one. You know, I feel like we should have had one already, but this is good.
Exactly, but that just reflects like your meteoric rise of how you just took over the industry so fast, dog. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I'm good. You know, I mean, it's something that I'm very humbled by the response, especially out here, man. You know, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, are they gonna know my music? Do they love me out here? Man, I went to Manchester, I went to Birmingham, and today I just been walking around. They show me so much love. So, you know, I mean, it's good. It's all positive energy over here.
Now, what was it like on that stage last night and up in Manchester before?
It was incredible. It was incredible because, like I said, I walked out there and I was like, man, I don't know what to expect. I came on stage and they knew the songs. They were screaming from beginning to end. I didn't lose their energy. I mean, they were ready to see Jay, but they definitely didn't sleep on the fact that, you know, I was there. So
you was in the house, kid. Oh, man. Now, you've been to London, when did you come before?
I came to work on Rihanna's album one time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you got flown in.
Yeah.
Put up in the hotel.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Okay, now, it's all about the album. But I do want to just pop an early question, just so you know, if you need to think about anything.
Yeah.
Would you might bless us with a freestyle?
Yeah, you know I'm going to.
Oh my God!
You know I'm going to. Yeah. But I got to do it because I feel like they know me, but they don't know me. So you just got to let me rock. The people need to hear what I say. As long as I could do it, and I got the acapella for you, I'm ready. Yeah.
Oh, it feels like you've got something to vent.
Yeah, I got some things to say. I've been saying, like, I'm ready. Like, you tell me when to go, because I'm ready.
Well, everything else between then and now is just going to seem like it's getting in the way, and we're just cutting it down. But let's talk about the album, man.
Let's do it first.
You know, I might be rushing you over the album because I want to get to these bars.
Yeah.
Now, you must be very proud of the album, man.
Yeah, I am. I'm very proud of it because it's very reflective of where we're at in our lives as young guys. You know, I was blessed enough to bring a lot of the people from Toronto with me on this journey.
Incredible.
So, you know, it's a great feeling, man, and I'm very happy about it. The response has been crazy. I know it leaked, but I'm not tripping.
How do you feel about that?
Nah, I'm good. I've been giving out free music for way too long to be tripping over that. It's just I'm just glad that people love it and they're listening to it. People coming up to me at the show last night like, oh man, are you gonna do Shut It Down? Are you gonna do like songs that you're not even supposed to have yet? So that's good. That's thumbs up for me. I'm excited.
Yeah. And I mean, and it's free music which got you where you are now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I mean, I'm used to it, man, and you know, I think in this day and age it's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
Oh, without a doubt. It's gonna happen 2 weeks before, if not from the pressing part. Now, the album incredibly lyrically intense.
Thank you.
I mean, you went in crazy on it.
Thank you very much.
Did you feel you were going in too deep at one stage?
I felt like, you know, there were times where I was like, man, there's some long verses on here for people that just want to get to the hook. It might be a little much, but you
balanced that out.
Yeah, I tried to, and you know, it was for me, man. It's my first album, and I got something to prove, you know. Much like coming up here today, I got something to prove, you know.
Oh man, that's well, we don't feel that pressure, dog. So that's self-imposed right now.
That's all right.
What is your favorite track on the album?
I got a couple of them. You know, I love "Show Me a Good Time," which Kanye West produced.
Right.
Just because.
What's special on that for you?
Just the fact that I addressed something I wanted to address for a long time, which is just that, you know, just because I've achieved commercial success, it doesn't mean I'm not hip hop anymore. You know, so.
Do you feel that pressure? I haven't really heard people talk out of their side of the mouth about that.
I've heard it, you know, and it's probably like one of the few things that does affect me because I stand for hip hop in such a major way and I actually know it and understand it. So I hate hearing like that my brand of music is not hip hop because I think if anything, you know, there is a lot of stuff on the radio that maybe isn't the greatest in the world, but I try and make it a little bit better. You know, I try and ensure that even if the hook is catchy and it's not what is quote unquote hip hop, that I make sure in those verses I'm saying something to you. You know, so I mean, you know, it's a personal thing. It's all good.
Oh man, that sounds like an issue that you needed to address for yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what's your other favorite joint on there, man? I mean, you know, ones which has just really you know, struck a chord with your soul.
I would say The Resistance.
Okay, now why that?
That's a song that when I play it in a room full of people, like if you played that song right now, I'd feel really awkward because I said that much about myself and that much about my personal life. So it's like, I know I did something right by that, but it's just like, I said a lot. You know, I said a lot about what I've been going through lately. And
is that song really for you in the closet with the lights out?
It's for everybody to hear. It's just a risk that I took, you know. So I love that song.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, this joint is crazy. Now, you really went upon the gully side.
Yes.
When you shot that video.
Yes, man.
And on the texts, the big issues is, who did Malia shoot? Did she shoot you?
She shot me.
Or did she shoot Mavado?
Well, actually, I don't know. You know, that's not even for. That's just for the.
Shut up.
that's for the viewer to decide. You know, I mean, it depends. If you think the love was strong enough to kill, you know, him or me, it's all.
Or
it's
the
a
sex.
toss-up.
Maybe the sex.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe the sex was good enough.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I certainly did. Now, do you feel? Did you put that out as like a public service announcement for people who are thinking of going to Kingston, Jamaica? Or?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, it wasn't like a...
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't a tourism commercial
to
like deter you away.
With the Don's shorty.
No,
otherwise, it wasn't one of those?
No, it was really based off of a pattern that I follow in my life, which is looking for love in all the wrong places. And then getting somebody new and being like, man, this time it better be right. And it's just never right, man. I'm telling you, Tim, it's just never right. So I wanted to make this video, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go looking for love in the wrong place, and I'm going to die. I'm going to die for it, you know?
Oh, man.
And it was just intense, you know? It was my little Scorsese moment.
Is that, it was a hot moment, and it was definitely upon the gully side.
Yeah, it was.
Do you find, like, that, you know, you have had some bad relationships then in your time?
I wouldn't call them bad because, I mean, everything is a learning process. You know, I wouldn't call them bad. I'm just saying that here I am.
The hard way?
Yeah, here I am at 23 years old, and I can't say that I have somebody to bring with me from before all this happened, you know? And it's going to be hard to meet somebody now, too.
Exactly.
So it's just, it's definitely on my mind, but definitely I wouldn't call the relationships bad, though. I wouldn't do that to the women in my life. They're all wonderful people.
Exactly. But they probably are kicking themselves now that they missed out.
I hope not, because that shouldn't be the reason you like somebody. If they're kicking themselves, it's because they hear my music and maybe get to know a little more about me and be like, oh man, I still love
themselves.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. It feels like if you had someone from before, like a childhood sweetheart.
Yeah.
I mean, she might not be like the model R&B standard of chicks that you're probably now hitting. No offense, but I don't know if you remember back because you know hip-hop.
Yeah.
You know, KS1 and Miss Melody.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that was definitely a childhood sweetheart.
What?
I mean, that was not a hot shorty.
I've always been blessed to know very beautiful women. Toronto has some very beautiful women.
But you probably weren't cashing in like you are cashing in now, brother.
Okay,
when you lived in your
enough.
mum's basement. No offense.
Yeah.
No offense.
Fair enough, you're right.
I know you probably thought you were shining, but I'm telling you, you weren't shining like you're shining now.
Okay,
take from a guy who doesn't shine that much. I know the hardship. Don't kid yourself, son.
You're right. I'm gonna let you have that one.
Thank you. Now, Alicia Keys Fireworks.
Yeah.
You're talking about you had some quality time with like some on Smash chick.
Right.
You had some quality time and nothing seemed to come of that quality time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you were on the rebound?
Do I think I was the rebound? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, with that.
And you deaded the music.
Yes, just
so
to really,
get the impact moment.
Just bring home this moment of who we're talking about.
I could never be the rebound. I'm just too. I just think it just wasn't the right timing.
Sounds like a rebound to me, ladies. All right, then. We are going in with Drake, and we're dealing with issues that we need to know.
Yeah.
Now, you took it very personal about the Little Kim situation.
Yeah. Why
did that hurt you so much? Before, besides, writing for the crew, sticking up for the camp, why did you seem to absorb that in that sort of way?
First thing I'll say, I acted impulsively based off the fact that anybody could really say anything about me, man. You could call me whatever you want, but I just care a lot about the people around me, and I witnessed some things, and it just went, it was something that night I was very frustrated by it. It really wasn't my place, and I shouldn't have said anything, but I do love Nikki with all my heart. I know how hard hard she works and how much she does pay respects to those that have come before her. And yeah, it was just something I didn't respect. You know, that's all.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, maybe it wasn't my place to say my piece, but I said what I said, and it's over now. So.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I always keep an eye on these young and up-and-coming DJs myself.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Now, in Miss Me, you talk about getting married to Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sake, what do you think the children would be like?
I don't know. They be rapping their ass off. I can tell you that.
I think they'd be signed to Younger Money.
Yeah.
Okay.